This video will cover important things that you need to know about charging the lithium-ion battery of your e-mobility vehicle. The first thing you need to know here is it is absolutely vital that you only ever use the charger that has been specifically designed for your e-mobility device. The best option here is to just use the original charger that was sold with the device. If you require another charger because your original one has failed, or you want to have a second one for convenience, then it is recommended that you get this charger directly from the manufacturer of the e-mobility device or from one of their licensed vendors or distributors. You should check with experts from the manufacturer, vendor or distributor to ensure that the charger that you are buying is suited to your specific e-mobility product. Purchasing an incorrect charger for your device drastically increases the risk of a serious battery fault and a battery fire. This kind of error can have serious consequences. So let's talk about charging itself. Once an e-mobility device battery is fully charged, you should unplug it from the charger. Most reputable manufacturers will design the charger to cut out before the battery overcharges. However, some poor quality products may not have this protection functionality. Hence, it is recommended to avoid this risk and never leave a fully charged battery pack connected to a charger for long periods of time. The product manual should be followed regarding with how to operate the battery. So some manufacturers may indicate that you should never fully exhaust the lithium-ion battery down to zero state of charge. This is because, in some cases, this can damage the battery or significantly reduce battery lifespan. While certain products have a protection feature to prevent discharging down to this level, many products do not have this protection feature. Your specific product manual may tell you the recommended minimum discharge level to prolong the lifespan of their lithium-ion battery pack, and it is best practice to adhere to this value. However, if a value is not quoted in the manual, in general, it is good practice to keep the battery level above 15% state of charge. Now, one thing that many people forget about when charging their e-mobility vehicle is the ambient temperature. This is actually an important thing to consider. In fact, there is a set charging temperature range that you should keep both the battery pack and the charger within when charging the battery pack. For many lithium-ion battery packs, this is between 10 to 50 degrees Celsius. However, please check your device product manual as it may be different for your device. Charging your battery at a temperature below this charging range may result in a phenomenon known as lithium plating. Lithium plating can cause permanent reduction of the battery's capacity and potentially damage the battery. Some high-quality charger and battery pack combinations will have a minimum charging temperature protection feature that prevents charging at low temperatures. Some devices may even warm the battery pack to above the minimum charging temperature before charging the pack. However, many devices do not have these protection features. If you're not sure whether your device has this protection feature, then you should avoid charging when the pack is below the minimum charging temperature. This may mean taking the e-mobility device into a warmer environment that is, of course, below the maximum operating temperature of the battery pack, and in this environment, allowing it to warm up naturally before commencing charging. Similarly, charging your battery at a temperature above the charging temperature range may result in overheating of either the battery pack or charger electronic components. This can cause damage to the charger or battery pack and can result in a battery fire. Now, it is also important to consider the environment where you're performing this charging. You must never charge the e-mobility device if the charging port, charging cable, the charger, battery pack, or power socket is wet. Exposing the charger to water can mean that the critical electrical components inside the charger are now damaged. And such damage may result in a fault to the attached battery pack that could result in a battery fire. Charging should be performed in an area that has a low risk of the charger or battery pack being exposed to mechanical impact. Some examples of this might be in an area where heavy items could potentially fall onto your device, and this obviously isn't a good thing and you'd want to avoid that area. So you should not charge your e-mobility device in an area where it experiences prolonged exposure to sunlight, rain and the elements. Hence, it is recommended to charge the e-mobility device indoors or in an area that is protected from exposure to these elements. Now, it is important to mention that you should never charge the e-mobility device if it is damaged or the battery unit has been flooded. Note that the following few videos will cover this point in more detail. Also, for many devices, you will need to close the charging port or plug after charging is complete to stop water ingress into the battery unit. And you should check your manual for more information on this. Now, if there is an abnormal smell or sound coming from the pack or charger, then stop charging immediately. More information on how to treat such a pack will be given in a following video. Now, the charger or battery pack may have indicator lamps that illuminate or flash to indicate a warning or potential fault. You should consult your device manual for more information on this and what to do if this occurs. And lastly, you should check the charging procedure outlined in your specific product manual. Not following this procedure could result in shortening of the battery lifespan, reducing battery performance, or damaging the battery and potentially causing a battery fire.